Thousands of Australians took part in our National Maths Challenge overnight, sparked by our falling numeracy standards. And the results are in. While some passed with flying colours, as David Eccleston reports, most of us have some work to do.
I think that Generation Y is basically lazy, and because of technology and the fact that, everything is there for them and they don't have to make an effort.
They can't write, they can't spell, they can't add up.
It was a straight-up challenge. 3 generations of students sitting a maths exam without a calculator.
I failed again. I can't do maths.
Generation Y had a shocker, just passing the test. There was daylight between them and the baby boomers, who scored 80% in the test.
I have no idea how to even read my bank statement.
Generation Y contestant Hannah Raymond was brave enough to take the test, even braver to talk about her lack of understanding when it comes to calculating the interest repayments on her credit card.
I think it's just a hard concept to grasp at the moment. I'm just used to spending it.
You're shaking your head, Mother?
I'm in shock because literally every time she gets a statement, she comes to me and says, "Mum, how much have I got to pay?" I'm like, "Hannah, how many times have I got to tell you?"
Her mother Maria rejects the suggestion parents are largely to blame if a child fails at mathematics.
Once they become young adults, you can't control what they have access to. As a parent, I taught her, I thought, quite well.
Our system at school is not good enough.
Butcher Gary Richards isn't surprised by our results. He sees the failure of the system every day in his business. He believes technology has made students lazy and, to the contrary, slower, to the point where Gary says he'd rather hire a baby boomer who he can trust to get the job done right the first time.
I had an apprentice only last year that he had to use a calculator with every transaction.
The Mathematics Association agrees current teaching of maths is too reliant on calculators and would urge other states to follow the Victorian model, where students sit a maths test with and without a calculator.
By the time I was in Year 9, I was going to Dad almost daily for help with my maths.
But there was a major issue for Jacinta Paraskevas and her father Tom, and it's an issue many of you agree with. The maths curriculum has changed so much it's become difficult to relate to at home.
It's very frustrating when we try and teach our kids the way we learnt our maths because of the way they are taught today. It's a total different method.
What is 0 plus 1 plus?
In our classroom test, the answer was 66. If you followed the equation at home, you would have got 63.
We're forgetting the basic steps, so I'm not surprised, but I hope we can.
And what hope do your kids have?
Gosh, hopefully I marry someone who's good at maths.
No marriage proposals as yet, though, from a potential accountant or someone who's good with numbers. I need a man who's good at maths. No, I just... please don't use that.
Oh, we'll be using that.
Busted again. Now, more than 5,000 people have taken part so far in that test, only 12% getting a perfect score. It's still on our website.